What's up, you guys? So today I'm at TC Rockets here for another tournament. This time it's gonna be about the Rainbow Cup, which is fire, electric, water, grass, and bug from Kanto and Johto region only. Let's go inside and let's get started.
Raffle prizes today. We've got an awesome Jirachi pin right here and a cool Charmander pop. We also like to do a lot of raffles here at the Rainbow League, so these are $2 a piece for a raffle ticket.
Ooh, I want that Jirachi pin. What's your secret weapon for today?
My secret weapon?
Yeah.
You want me to tell you my secret weapon before we even battle?
Oh, that's right. Hey, what's up? Yeah, but they're making stops, right?
You playing?
Yeah.
You bought the guns, right?
Yeah.
So dude, so dude, Tong. Matt, nice meeting you. What's up? What's up?
I'm Zach.
Zach? Oh, yeah.
I am Jessica.
Jessica? Cool. What's up, dude?
How you doing? Pretty good yourself?
I'm alright. Still waking up. Still waking up. Alright, starting off the round. Okay, I go against this Ivysaur, and I was like, okay, I can at least do some damage, and at least till I take a shield. But I noticed that my HP was going down super fast because he has Razor Leaf, so I just did one quick move to get a shield, and I got out. I swap him for my Charizard, and then he switches out to his Slowbro. I was like, crap, I'm gonna get destroyed. Might as well use Dragon Claw here. But he has Confusion instead of Water Gun. And I was like, alright, okay, I can hang on to this now. So I just tried to do as much damage as possible, realizing that you can't do too much damage. But Confusion is still pretty hard, and he forced me to use a shield because I thought he had a water move, but he had an Ice Beam, which still would have taken out my Charizard. But I tried to hold on as much as possible to get off one last Dragon Claw before I get knocked out. My Charizard left, and I was like, what should I do? Should I go in for my Raichu and do the quick kill with shield baiting, or should I go in with my Blastoise? And I choose my Blastoise, but then he brings in his Ivysaur, and it's just a race to get the charge move now. He was able to get out one charge move. Was it Poison? Power Whip, there we go. And I think I had one shield, because if I didn't have that shield, I would have been a goner. I'm able to get off my Ice Beam, which takes out his Ivysaur because he has no more shield left. It's a good thing I got the first two shields. I'm able to do some damage with my Blastoise, but I could not get to my Hydro Cannon before I get knocked out. I come in with my Raichu, and thankfully my Raichu is a spam type because I have Thunder Shock, which is a great charge move, and I'm able to reach my charge attack before his Entei can reach his Flamethrower. Second round starts up, my Raichu versus his Venomoth. And it's not too bad of a matchup. I have the upper lead because Venomoth's charge move takes a little bit to charge up, especially for Bug Buzz. He has Bug Bite for his attack, I believe. He doesn't have Confusion, so it's probably Bug Bite or Infestation. But he used Bug Buzz, and I got destroyed with that during my practice for this round, so I knew I had to block that, and we took each other's shield, and I was able to get off a Thunder Punch before he can use another charge move. So he chose to preserve his shield. I'm looking pretty good right now, and then he comes in with his Quilliver, which was kind of a random one for me. I didn't know what kind of moves that Quilliver had, and so I was a little worried. So I go with my Blastoise, doing some damage, and then he switches out to his Celebi. What? I was thrown for a loop. I'm like, what kind of secret move does Celebi have? But regardless, I was able to get off my Ice Beam, take down his Celebi, and then he switches out to Quilliver, which gives me the win for my round. That makes me 2-0. I win the first round. You can do good game. Alright, starting off my second round, and this is why I have my Pyroth. I was like, Tong, you can do this. You can get the Ice Punch and knock out that Venusaur. This is why I have my Pyroth, because I can reach my Ice Punch faster than Venusaur can reach out his Frenzy Plant. But then I panicked and I switched out to Raichu, which is Venusaur's resistant typing. And I was like, no, why they gotta do that? So the only thing I can do now is just block him and then try to get his shield. So I just spam my attacks. I tried to keep my energy preserved a little bit to knock him off his game. So I tricked him to get a shield, and I go in with a second hit to get his second shield. But I'm still in trouble because he's gonna use Frenzy Plant to knock me out. I was like, crap, this is not looking too good for me. I have nothing to combat him besides the Pyroth, which is fine, but he already farmed up a lot of energy, and he gets to switch out, and I barely got my Ice Punch before he switched out. And so now I know that I'm in a very bad position because I have to use Power Punch. I can't use Ice Punch because that's you know, it wouldn't work. And although I'm resistant to water, I can't do anything, and I know he's just farming me up a lot of energy now for my next Pokemon, which all I have left is a Meganium, and there's no point for me to switch out at this point because he has so much energy already stored up. I'll just be bringing out my Meganium to get destroyed. Yeah, I'm in a bad position, and he was letting me use a good amount of Power Punch. I took him down to the very last little smudge of HP till I forced him to use one Ice Beam, and now he's gonna use his second Ice Beam that he got farmed up. I almost knocked him out. He took half my HP, and he comes in with the Charizard, and this is why you don't use Meganium over Venusaur, because Venusaur has Sludge Bomb. I tried to get a TM for my Earthquake, but I couldn't find a TM. It just wouldn't switch out to Earthquake. So I had nothing to combat his Charizard with. Starting off the second round on a better foot because I have my Raichu, he has Lantern. Lantern can do more quick damage, I can do more spam attacks. So I try to go for Hail Mary with the Wild Charge, and I get that hit. I take down a little bit more than half his HP. I'm in a great position. He brings in his Venusaur, and I try to switch out, but I accidentally press Thunder Punch, but I still gotta get out of there. I go in there with my Charizard to do some damage, but I totally forgot about Venusaur's charge move that he has Sludge Bomb. I just didn't think about it, and bam, it took in the face. Like 70% of my HP was gone, and I was like, ah, crap. So the only thing I could do is just to try to preserve energy to make my opponent use a shield for next round, and I did. I couldn't get off another attack for it. His Lantern is just too fast. His Water Gun is too fast. So now I'm just kind of like, what should I use now? He has a charge move saved up for me, and I decided to bring in my Quagsire so I can farm up more energy for him for like the future Pokemon. And he forced me to use a shield, and I was like, okay, I can hang in there. I'm not gonna take that much damage from his Lantern, and I try to get. I didn't want to use all my energy, so I decided to use Acid Spray to take down his defense. He brings in his Azumarill, which is a huge advantage on my end because Bubble is okay, and you know I can get off my Acid Spray to lower down his defense to even out the playing field. He forced me to use a shield right here because Ice Beam is still gonna do some damage. Even though it's not gonna do too much, it's still like I want to preserve my Quagsire, and I switched out to my Raichu because I want that last shield, and I got it right here. So right now he's pretty much defenseless, and I forced him to use his Ice Beam, which is because that would have been for my Quagsire if I didn't force him to do that. I come in there with my Stone Edge to knock him out, and I have no idea like how I won the second match. It was a bad matchup to begin with. So starting off the third round with a Raichu versus his Quagsire. This one I was kind of like hesitant to switch out because if I switch out to my Meganium, he's gonna switch out with something to counter his Charizard. But although I can spam my attacks more than him, he was able to shield bait me with his Acid Spray, and the only thing I'm left to do is to keep on using my charge move and hopefully just do some more damage against him, and I'm able to get off one shield, but he just spams too many attacks. I just Mushroom just takes me down, my weakness. So again, I was just hesitant to switch out because whoever switches out is going to lose the first match because he's going to switch out to something that is my weakness. So now I have a choice to go in with my Charizard that he's going to use Stone Edge on, or my Quagsire, which can survive a Stone Edge. So I decided to go with my Quagsire, but I shield, and he got me on a shield bait because he used Acid Spray, and I was like pretty annoyed that he shield baited me to use Acid Spray, and he still had enough energy for a second Acid Spray in a row. I could he farmed up so much energy, I couldn't take him down in time, and before I took him down, he's able to get off one last attack on me. So much energy he farmed up. I couldn't believe he's able to do 2 quick Acid Spray and 1 Stone Edge before he gets knocked out. It's just mind-blowing how much energy he has saved up. And then comes the Venusaur, I couldn't do anything about it. I'm just gonna lose this round because he has a shield. He has a Venusaur that is going to use a Sludge Bomb against me. He could have survived that, but he decided to go in with his Azumarill to just take me out, and there's nothing I can do because Blast Burn, if I use Blast Burn, he's gonna use shield, but I got a shield. It still doesn't matter. There's no way for me to come back from this. Good job on his end.
Good game.
Hey man. Woo. Alright, starting off my first round with my next opponent the same way I lost my last round, so I'm like, okay, let's see if I can do anything different with my Raichu. I don't know why I stayed in this round. I should have switched out, but it's always that hesitant to like switch out the first round, because whoever switch out, you know, your opponent is gonna be able to use your weakness against you, and so I just chose to yeah, not do that, and I just tried to shield bait him as much as possible. He forced me to shield bait, good thing I did shield both his attack, because he used Stone Edge both times. It would have been a different story if he used Acid Spray, but you know, I guess in a sense I did make a good use on my 2 shields, but I'm still down shields and he has 1 shield left, and this is my issue here. Again, I switch out to my Meganium, and then he switches to my weakness. It's a bug type Fortress. I can't do that much damage to it, and now all you're gonna do is just farm up energy for whatever Pokemon I bring in next. So it's not looking too good. Not looking too good at all. So I forced him to use 1 attack against me. That's, I guess, always a good thing when my Pokemon is about to die. At least I force him to use a charge move, so I don't have to meet a charge move when I switch back in. Right now, I'm honestly just deciding whether to go with my Blastoise or my Raichu, and I chose my Raichu because my Raichu can spam charge move faster than he can, and so I forced him to use his second charge move that he farmed up. That's on a, again, that would have destroyed my Blastoise too. Luckily my Raichu was forced him to, you know, take the hits. But now I'm just like, okay, I'm on a losing end right now, and I'm able to get off my Ice Beam just in time to take the round. But I didn't knock him out. He had only 1 HP left. I could not believe it, and he was able to get off a Frenzy Plant. Alright, starting off the second round the same way, my Raichu versus his Quagsire, and I don't even know why I start off with Raichu anymore. Like, Raichu is great to start with because he can spam attacks and I'm able to land a Wild Charge, but still, like, you know, I have to use a shield no matter what, because Quagsire can get to that Stone Edge almost as fast as my Raichu. And at this point, I don't think he even has Acid Spray for his Quagsire. He just has Stone Edge. He just forced me to use my shield no matter what. And I forced him to use his shield as well. But at this point, I'm like, okay, nah, okay, I should block it. Yeah, I was like, I blocked it. Yeah. So right now I'm down 0 shields. He has 1 shield left. I tried to go for a Thunder Punch trick. He did not take that bait. I should have gone in with a Wild Charge though. And now I can't do anything about it. He has Stone Edge, knocks out my Raichu, and I'm kind of like in a sticky situation. So I go in there with my Meganium. Surprisingly, he didn't switch out. I thought he was gonna switch out, but he didn't. So I take out his Quagsire, and now he comes in with his Fortress. I'm like, crap, okay, I gotta get out there. Go in there with my Charizard, and he comes in with his Venusaur. I was like, oh man, not this again. So I try to preserve as much energy, but I want to use a Blast Punch to try to take out that last shield. And I had no more shield left, so I gotta take a Sludge Bomb to the face. It takes a good amount of HP. Oh, that hurts so bad. Like, and I didn't know what to do. So I try to use my energy, I try to save my energy, but he forced me to use a Blast Burn, like, because Frenzy Plant would charge up faster than Blast Burn. He comes in with his Fortress, and we had a little bit of lag. We didn't know we should like start the round or not, so it was a little bit of a lag, but I'm able to get off my Dragon Claw to do a tiny bit of damage to his Fortress. I took out a good amount of HP left, and then I come in with my Meganium. Although he used his charge move, I can survive it because my Meganium has a lot of HP left. Thankfully, my Charizard took down his Fortress a good amount of HP. Alright, so enough with my Raichu. I decided to start with my Meganium because I knew he was going to start off with his Quagsire. Puts me in a great position. I come back in with my Charizard as he switch out to his Venusaur. I knew to block this for sure because I got enough Sludge Bomb to my face. And you know, this puts me in a great position. I'm just trying to farm up a little bit more energy, and I decided to use the Dragon Claw because I didn't want to use all my energy in one shot. It's gonna come in, okay, and then I didn't want him to force me to use my shield, so I had to use double Dragon Claw. Having that extra shield to protect my Charizard was like a must-have, and so, you know, I used up all my energy that I farmed up, and he comes in with his Quagsire. It's not the greatest position in the world. We had a little bit of lag right here, and I almost restarted the round, but we kind of just agreed to like start at the count of 3, and I pressed no. Okay, and we both did like 1 hit to each other, so it was pretty much even, and I'm going in there with my blast burn. I believe he takes it. Yeah, he's able to take a blast burn, and then I am forced to shield because he's gonna use Stone Edge to destroy my Charizard. I switch out to my Meganium. I'm able to get a frenzy. No, he switches out really fast actually. Comes in with his Fortress. I'm like, crap, not this again. I'm always having to deal with the Fortress and just gotta use up all my energy to take down his Fortress and just Frenzy Plant after Frenzy Plant. Thankfully, Fortress takes a little bit longer to charge up his charge move. I think also he's also trying to preserve as much energy as possible for my next Pokemon. And you know, just yeah, I couldn't get the last one off. Now I'm deciding whether to use my Charizard or my Raichu because I know that he has Rock Tomb charged up for me. So I'm like, okay, I should go in there with my Raichu because at least I can do some damage or at least take the hit, the initial blow. And I got Rock Tomb, and I'm able to, yeah, okay, I thought I died, but no, I'm able to get one Thunder Punch, force him to use his last shield because he gotta preserve that Fortress. That's all he has left, and a very weak Quagsire. Destroyed my Raichu with his Rock Tomb. I come in there with my Charizard, able to take that out. If I didn't take that one out, he would have used Rock Tomb on my Charizard and I would have been gone. And I got off my Dragon Claw barely just in time. I guess me and him pressed the charge move at the same time. And yeah, it was just like that down to wire. Alright, starting off my first round with J-Dow, and I'm in a better footing because although Lantern has more HP and his Water Gun is going to do a lot of quick moves, my Raichu is meant to just spam attack, and I gambled for a Wild Charge and I was successful in it. I forced him to use a shield because he didn't want to take another Wild Charge. And I just like, okay, maybe I should just take the hit, and I took it. I wanted to preserve my shield, and I go in there with my Meganium, doing some damage before he was, oh, he didn't switch out, yeah. So I'm able to farm up some energy, which is a good point on my end. Got a little bit of a lag, but I able to take out his Lantern. I farmed up enough energy for my Frenzy Plant. I guess I'm in a better position because I have more charge move farmed up, and I have my my 2 shields left. Even though Mantine is supposed to be like the grass destroyer, I farmed up so much energy. I just forced him to use his last shield. So I still have 2 shields. I'm still good, you know. So, and he can't take me out with this. I have 2 shields. No matter what, if he comes in with another attack, I'm still on a better footing. And so I'm able to use up my Frenzy Plant to take out his Mantine. The position was all mine. I'm relaxed at this point. I got a shield. I got 2 Pokemon left. I used up another Frenzy Plant. I'm in a great position. No worries at all. Not a single care. I thought I was going to take out this round. I did a good amount of health. And even though he was able to farm some energy, I'm like, alright, I still got a shield. And I got a Charizard. You know, I'm his weak. You know, I'm his weakness, and then you know, I block his ancient power. No problem, not a problem at all. But then he comes in with a second ancient power, which takes. I could not believe when this happened. Look at this. His ancient power took out my entire Charizard. I had 80% left of my Charizard health. What the? Are you serious? Whoa, that was a dot. That's insane. What a comeback. Wow, dude. Starting off the second round, still salty from the first round. Starting out better right now with my Meganium versus Quagsire. He switches out to his Mantine. I'm like, alright, well, you know, you're supposed to take out grass, so I'm gonna just take you. I'm gonna just switch out to something more spammy like my Raichu. He comes in with his Aerial Ace. I was like, okay, you know, I should just block it because my Raichu is pretty much like the biggest defense against his Mantine. Because Aerial Ace doesn't take too much energy. He has Wing Attack too, so that is a great energy farmer, quick attack. So, you know, I had 1 shield. You know, I can take the hits. It's not a problem. It's just like prolonging my spammer, which is my Raichu, and he didn't want to use his last shield to preserve it. He comes in with the Quagsire, and I'm able to like hit him with a Wild Charge. He takes it. He didn't want to use the last shield. I'm like, alright, well, I can keep on going. I can't switch out now, but you know, I don't want to use the last shield, that's for sure. I want to save that last shield because he has Stone Edge, which can take out a lot of Pokemon. So I come in there with my Frenzy Plant, force him to use the shield. You know, I'm looking good right now. I'm looking pretty good because he can't switch out now, and his Meganium, his weakness is grass, and so I can use the shield because I don't want to take an Earthquake or a Stone Edge. That would have like destroyed my Meganium. And he comes in with his execute, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna deal with this crap again. I'm getting out. Thankfully, I brought in my Quagsire because it's not weak against Psychic, and I go in there with a Stone Edge to take down his eggs because I'm not gonna go through that again. No way. It's time to make some scrambled eggs. Alright, starting off the last and final round for the tournament. Starting off on a bad foot because his execute, no confusion. I just gotta get out of there. Going there with my Quagsire to do some damage. I'm doing pretty good, but you know, I totally forgot the execute has Seed Bomb, and then he used Seed Bomb and takes out my Quagsire. Damn it! I didn't. So I had to. At least I shielded him. But that's my defense now. That's all I can do. I don't have anything to combat his execute now because my Raichu is fine, but it's still not going to do enough damage. I'm just like, what I do now? So at least I can try to spam some his attack. It's like, it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good for me at all. I try to go in there with, you know, as much attack as possible, and he forced me to use a shield because that's all I got left. I can't go in there with my Meganium. It's just not gonna do any damage. You know, he has one shield, I have one shield. You know, yeah, I'm not looking too good at all. I should have brought in something else, but he comes in with a fresh lantern. I try to get out of there as fast as possible. I go in there with my Meganium, and you know, he can do some. He can, although like Meganium is Lantern's weakness, like Lantern still has Water Gun. Water Gun is just super duper fast to do damage, and I forced him to use his second shield. We both have no more shields at this point, and he comes in with a Mantine, which is what is meant for to take out grass, basically. And I can get like one Frenzy Plant, but at this moment it's just like, alright, I'm just gonna take a lot of hit. Bam! Aerial Ace takes out a good chunk of my HP, and I tried to get that last little Frenzy Plant, but it wouldn't work. I pressed it, it just and Thunder Punch comes in to take it out, but my Raichu is like, it's done, and he takes the last match.
GG.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, my hands are shaking.
This is why I didn't want to fight you. What the f? Are you serious?
Whoa, that was a dot.
That's insane. What a comeback. Wow, dude.
That was a dot, dude.
Damn, that is so crazy.